Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to my shop. Welcome back to the channel. I hope everybody had a good week. Today we're going to go ahead and get back on Homer. We're going to go ahead and get the suspension removed and get it all dropped out and set aside so we can get it completely tore apart and replace everything back with brand new parts, new bushings, new seals, new ball joints, upper and lower, new tie rod ends, the whole smash. So hang tight with us and let's get started. All right, guys, what we're going to do first is go ahead and take any pressure off these torsion bars. I've already done this first one here. It's these little bolts, as you can see, sticking out here. I've already got this one loose. And now I'm going to go over here and get the second one. I don't know if you can see, which is just right over there. We'll go ahead and get those loose, and then I'll go in the back and we'll take the little pins out or keys, remove those, and then we'll get these torsion bars out of the way. Okay, guys, we got the torsion bar bolts loose in the front. So now we're on the back side of the torsion bars, and the next thing we're going to do is get this emergency brake cable out of the way and then remove this transmission cross member right here. Should be just two bolts, one here and one over there, and we'll get this dropped out of the way, and then we'll have access to the back of the torsion bars. All right, hang tight a second. Let me get this removed and I'll be right back with you. All right, guys, I want to show you something real quick. I have one of the torsion bars out and I'm getting ready to remove the second one now. You're going to see a lot of videos on the internet, or a lot of people telling you got to have special clamps and what have you, and all these fancy tools to get these out, and that just is not the case. A little bit of patience, and a pair of channel locks and a hammer, you can get this out, or vice grips, or whatever you want to use. Okay, well, let me get in here and show you what I'm talking about. All right, there is the driver's side torsion bar is actually out of the cradle, and it's sitting there just laying on the control arm. Here is the passenger side torsion bar. Okay, just take you a pair of vice grips or a pair of channel locks or a pipe wrench or something, as long as you can get a good bite on the torsion bar. Okay, something like that. Now some are going to be a little more stuck than the others, but again, just take you a couple minutes and just, you can work it right on out there, save you a little bit of money. Okay, you just need something that's going to have a bite on the torsion bar so you can tap it out, because obviously you're not going to get anything from up here in the front to be able to beat against. All right, so just get you a pair of vice grips and just just like that, it's out. Took about 30 seconds, a little bit of elbow grease, but it saves you from having to run and buy a special tool and all kinds of other nonsense. All right, that's it. Let me get these pulled out, set on the floor, and we'll get back to this suspension. Hang tight. All right, we have the front torsion bar, or actually the torsion bars removed. Got them marked in which direction they were, which side they were. So those are set off to the side until we can get those cleaned and painted. Now we're going to go ahead and start on the front suspension and get the ball joint removed, separated from the upper control arm. Try to get all that taken care of. We'll do the same on the other side, and then just try to go ahead and drop the cradle all in one piece, and then get it moved over here to the other side of the shop where we can go ahead and take the rest of it apart. Start cleaning it up for repaint and new parts, new bushings, and get it ready to put back in the car. All right, hang tight. I'll be back with you in a minute. All right, guys, I've got passenger side ready. Got the control arm, the strut, the brake lines, and all that out of the way. Everything is unbolted and ready to drop. So I'm going to go on over to the driver's side, do the same thing, and we'll lower this thing out of here. All right, guys, I think we're ready to go. We got everything unhooked, unbolted, and we're going to go ahead and try to drop this out. It should all come out in one piece, and then we'll be able to start disassembly on all the suspension off the car. Hang tight and we'll see what happens here. Alright, we got the back to drop loose. We're going to go ahead and tap on the front and get it to fall, and then we're set. I'll be back with you in a minute. Alright everybody, front suspension is completely out of the car. Essentially all in one piece, with the exception of the upper control arms. So I'm going to go ahead and take this, get it up on a hoist, get it outside. Get all this grease and grime pressure washed off of it. And then we'll start disassembly. Getting ready for all new bushings, parts, upper, lower ball joints, tie rod ends, the whole smash. And then while this is out and that work's being done, we'll go ahead and get these frame rails all clean, the rest of the firewall done, core support, fender mounts, everything. All of this is going to be pressure washed. All this miscellaneous brake lines and other bull crap, take it off, and then we'll paint everything you see here. Frame rails, core support, all of that will all be black, and we're going to do the firewall in the same green that Homer was when he was built. I actually have that coming in rattle can that I had ordered in. And then we'll start getting everything polished up for the new motor, transmission. Start getting it back together. Alright guys, we got everything kind of swept up for now. Got the front suspension out from underneath the car. And we got it sitting over here on the cherry picker. I'm going to get this up in the air to where I can get all pressure washed and cleaned. And then we'll start disassembly. Get all the new parts put in, get everything painted and cleaned up. And we'll get it back in the car. Got my little helper in here, Leah, today. She helped me get the suspension out. She's a little shy and bashful, but she's a car girl for sure. Couldn't have done it without her. Alright, that's going to be it for today, guys. We'll maybe get started back on it tomorrow. And we'll see you next time. Thanks.